And so it begins. Welcome back, Frostfang Legion. Y'all know what today is. Today is the hero reveal stream for Honor's new Aztec hero or Mexican hero. That's really what they were called. They weren't called Aztecs because Aztec can mean many people, but that's just technical terms. Let's get into it, shall we? I want to let you guys know before we go any further. I already saw the stream. This is just a recap for those who didn't get to see the stream.
We really went for the Jaguar Warrior, that classic look.
Ooh,
yeah, well, and
Lord, yeah. Oh man, when I first saw this, bro, I was like, yes, they got the Jaguar skin on the head, the chest, the arms. Well, one arm. They got it going down here. It actually looks way better than Gladiators, 100%. And they got it going down the legs to where they're wearing like the Jaguar's paws. And dope face paint. I love the green, the colors. This is typically what I thought he would have before they released the reveal trailer. I did see the trailer that came before this of the Aztec. This is like the shield that everybody thought he would have. He would have one of these clubs and a shield. That's typically what they're painted in. But they also carried spears as well. So I wonder if all of these are going to be variations. No, this is just how they're showing you how he came to be. So this way his hair looked like up under it. But it looks really dope, guys. And this is just his default skin. Right? Look how cool it looks. This is just his default skin. All these weapons. And he already looked like... he already looked up.
Warrior class would have been called in the Ocelotl.
And yes. So the hero's name is the Ocelotl. No, not the Ocelotl. The Ocelotl, which translates to Jaguar Warrior. These were the
art up here, and
these were the Jaguar Warriors were the highest and most elite warrior cast within the Mexican Empire or the Aztec Empire. I'm gonna just do it Aztec just so everybody understands.
Yes.
And then build that up to a 3D.
Yeah, exactly.
But look how buff this dude looks, bro. Look at the workout routine, bro. Look at this.
We have all these lovely references from our historians. How do we go and adapt that? How do we translate that into 3D? So we'll take a lot of these images and put them together into the concept, and then we have this meeting where everyone who's going to work on the set will get together to actually talk about how we create it. So we'll have the concept artist, the modeler who'll work on it, the texture artist who'll work on it, the rigger who'll work on it, along with artistic and technical direction, just to figure out how to do that. So that's where we come up with a lot of questions like, how does this leg piece work? How does it fit around? How does it buckle up? Where's the buckle?
Right, because when you draw in...
All right, I'm going to skip ahead of this. This is all...
Skip over anything.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the 3D rotation. This way he actually looks like.
In addition to this,
and
like,
it is beautiful, bro. Woo-hoo-hoo! Bro, hold on. This guy looks beautiful.
Ocelotl has like a lot of. So I think in addition to this, like we can see that Ocelotl has like a lot of. There's a lot of different textures going on here. A lot of different materials.
Yes, feathers and all.
Kiara, I think you have a lot to do with that, right? Oh, sorry.
Yes,
I do. But
yes, we're going to talk a little bit about what the accessories were on the sets.
Oh, yes.
I love how he's almost covered.
Exactly. So,
I love how he's almost covered in Jaguar pelts. Like, not just on the front, but on the back. They didn't half-ass anything.
The Jaguar is one of them. We also have an eagle and a snake.
Oh, wow. Okay, so when I heard that part, I absolutely lost it because that's exactly what I wanted them to add as, like, additional armor sets is the eagle warrior and the snake, which they just said they did. So you guys are going to see what that looks like in a few minutes. But
this one, yes.
We're going to have a snake set. Nice.
Yeah. So the materials was an important choice that we had for this. So we don't have a lot of metal. Instead, what we have is obsidian and turquoise, and we have some beads that were made from nuts. And so what the set has there is that
really stuck to that
animal
tradition
sort of helmet And then at his waist, he'll have an obsidian knife and his death whistle.
Death whistle.
Death
We've come
whistle.
right here. It is
Yeah.
ridiculously loud.
It is.
I wish I could blow it on the show, but all of you
Yeah.
guys would go deaf. Like, at
It's
home.
not just death. If y'all never heard of Aztec death whistle, it ain't comfortable. It's not comfortable here. For me, I'm kind of used to it, but not really.
Yeah.
I think we've got the Jaguar set. We mentioned Snick. There's
Yes.
there's also
He said snake. He said snake. He ain't say snake. He said snake. I don't know what a snake is, but it must translate to snake in Canadian or something. Not to be racist or anything, but just saying.
Ceremonial.
I'm
Yeah,
just
so this-
joking, guys. I'm just joking. Relax.
Set 2. Yes.
They going all out, so this is where all their money goes into. This is where all the money goes. Look at this. If you guys never seen the movie Apocalypto, that mask is exactly where it comes from. The ritual priests would wear these while they're assisting in ritualistic sacrifice.
Yes, and in the set 2, this one is based on warrior priests who would also accompany the Aztecs into battle. So this one has a bunch of ceremonial masks. The themes of them are human, demon, and death. Death one is
The death
pretty
one is
fantastic.
sick.
It also has a cape, which would have been a mark of distinction earned in battle, much like the pelt of the first set as well, which would be earned for taking prisoners.
They got a
Nice.
cape.
So all of you cape fans.
Bruh, look at this.
We got
Look at this,
capes.
guys.
Ocelotl
Look at
has
this.
capes.
Yeah.
So now we're safe.
He also got a
Sounds
little
like-
bit of gold
right.
paint on him.
I'm on fire today. So Kiara,
Yes.
talk to us about the materials, because I see we don't just have these like flat 2D feathers going on.
Oh
We've
no, yeah, we've got a lot of fun stuff. The materials this time, the big challenge is that all the materials used for Ocelotl is raw materials compared to the conquistador.
Here go the
which
armor
really
sets,
had,
guys.
transformed materials like metal. You know the
Oh man, he got the best armor in the game. He got the best. This is the armor I'm probably gonna be wearing the most. Is the eagle armor and the jaguar. I'm probably gonna be rocking these two more. Let's see what the other one look like.
minerals found were hammered into this.
Bro,
beautiful-
I hope you can change the colors of the feathers. I'm not even gonna lie. If you could change it with the material color along with the beak up the head. Ooh.
ornate armor.
And here go the snake. I was hoping for like a big snake mouth, kind of like you got the mouth of an eagle and he's in the mouth of a jaguar. I was hoping the same thing with the snake, but this works.
But in this case,
And he got snake skin. He looked like a special ops warrior.
just fur.
But yeah, like you can already see the potential in fashion. Like, look at this.
It's rocks. It's turquoise that they polished, stick a little hole, put it around your belt, call it a day. You can
Oh,
see
yeah.
that the materials are really raw. They're from nature. They're just purely also respected like that because that was part of the culture.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of work on the turquoise, on the golds, on the metals, on the obsidian, which
Yep,
is
here
a
go the
really
human
fun
mask.
thing to work with. You'll see that there's variety in it too. Like
There's
it's
the
not
demon
just
mask, which
a
looks
turquoise
fucking
bead
sick.
That you see every color is the same. There's depth in the blues, depth in the golds.
There's the death.
The woods, they're more of a reddish tint because the nature over there in the Southern America.
And
is
these are
what is
the same outfit, but this is without the capes.
more reddish
For those who
compared to
don't
here,
like
which
capes.
are more on the grayish, brownish tints. And the feathers, which we really,
I'm
really
excited about
oh,
That's beautiful.
the feathers are beautiful. So they're from South America, right? So all the birds are crazy colors and funky patterns. And we really wanted to keep that, but give the players the opportunity to actually put variety and use your color scheme and your team color to modify the
Telling me
feathers.
I can adjust with my color palette.
Oh, yeah.
Here go the weapon
absolutely.
sets right here,
And
guys.
There is variety.
We getting
in
it
the
all.
feathers. It's going to be a lot of fun. Especially that.
Bro, these basic weapons go so hard. Like, look at this, bro. They go so hard, bro. That looks so dope.
Since they're tropical, the feathers have these little metallic hues. to
Like,
them.
all his weapons are A tier.
The colors shift a little bit when you put them in the light, and it's amazing. It got me really excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to spend some time in the customization menu.
Yeah.
It's probably where like 60%.
You gotta have freaking steel to go spend time in customization, and frankly, y'all don't give that out too often.
That of my For Honor game time is, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
So,
it was absolutely most of our time spent thinking about that too, and thinking about you guys at home. That.
I love it.
Another very.
I love
important
everything I
set.
just saw
Again,
right now.
The authenticity, the respect.
Now we about and that get this guys.
Aztec.
That wasn't even everything y'all just saw. That wasn't even his elite weapons. So like all this is stuff you get from like gray to blue to purple. We ain't even got to the yellow and the cyan colors, which is like the elite tiered weapons.
The
We
way
about
they
to get
use
into them
paint
right
isn't
now,
like
and all those was just sick. Like come on.
How the Asian cultures or European cultures did, which is very
Like
highly
look at this, bro.
processed. Thinned out.
processed.
I love
thinned out,
it.
Exactly, chips off the armor and all that. Here it's more dirt. It's thicker. You can actually see the marks done on the characters. as
Ooh,
if
my
the warrior
lord.
priest would go
Yes,
on the
man.
Ocelotl
Amen, bro.
Put
Oh,
it
so
in
you can see
stuff.
like the finger tracks.
Yeah, the
and
finger
stuff.
tracks.
Yeah.
We thought of everything here.
A
Nice.
freaking man,
Nice.
bro.
So
Hell
like the
yeah.
normal Goop.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Ooh, look at these
Yes.
weapons, gal.
I love that, and it's not just the
This look like a baseball bat. I ain't even gonna lie, but it's
The,
still sick. It still
armors
looks sick.
for the new hero. We've also got a new set for Shinobi coming out as well. So
Oh, they
we've
got a new Shinobi set also. I didn't hear this part because I was gaga over all these weapons, bro.
you know, we gotta give Max a second because we gotta let this video finish. But we're gonna show you the new set for Shinobi here in just a second.
Woo!
Oh, yeah, the gold.
Yeah.
Oh my
Variety.
gosh.
Again, not just
Yeah.
flat, simple gold. There's rose gold. There's
Oh.
the hammering and the gold. and you
Okay,
can
guys.
see-
So that was the weapons. Let me see. So here is the new Shinobi armor set they was talking about.
So Flippy Boy's getting his squinch on with this new mask. So this is, as we announced previously in the year, the new set for Shinobi coming out. So for everyone's favorite ninja.
So after I saw issue, this one clearly wins over this one because this one got eyes on it. I don't like the samurai mask with eyes on it. They look more menacing when you have the holes and I get to see their real eyes. Like, look at that. This gives me the Plague Doctor vibes. This Shinobi gives me Plague Doctor vibes. And this Shinobi, he got a bun on his head. I forgot what that was
yeah.
call, but
You can get your new fashion on.
yeah,
Is that
it's not very
looking,
good looking for me.
What are they called? The little turtle.
So that's Shinobi.
And then Outlanders.
So there'll be armor variations for Viking, Wulan, and Outlanders. That is in this stream too, but they're not really impressive, to be totally honest. They're kind of bland. So I'm gonna skip ahead and we are going to get into the Ocelotl gameplay. So here we go, guys. Here it is. Your moment of truth right here. No sugarcoating, no nothing.
Great.
That's his out of sprint attack.
That's kind of looks that.
As you can see, he smacks the taste out of people's mouth. Definitely worth playing already.
Pretty nice, you know. We're gonna do like a little emo here, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So first of all, we're gonna do a free-roaming emote. This.
Oh,
death whistle.
straight off the
Yeah.
bat.
So confirmation: the death whistle is an emote. It's not a. It's not a feat. I was kind of
So here
hoping
we
that
go.
it would be a feat that debuffs people, like a tier 3 or a tier 2 feat, because it's very chilling to listen to. It's
You
the
got all
sound of for those who don't know who couldn't hear it. It sounds like a woman or a man dying in agonizing pain. That's what a death whistle sounds like.
Let me do it again so we can have a better
Here it
view of
is. Here it is.
There we go.
Y'all heard it.
This is really, really cool. Honestly, this
And
is
like the scream, the way the Aztec death whistle works is the scream. You can kind of control the scream with like using the bottom of your hand. Hold up, let me see if I can rewind it.
There we
So
go.
here you see he's using the bottom of his hand and he's releasing it, and that's what's making that high pitched scream. Now he could actually lower his hand and just blow through it, and it can control the pitch of the whistle scream. And if you just go up and down with it, oh my goodness, it is definitely not not a musical instrument. It sounds like something straight out of hell. I swear to God. Like I heard just regular videos. I watched regular videos of what Aztec death whistle sound like, and high pitched scream. All that is accurate.
Amazing.
This is really, really cool. Honestly, this is super scary.
It sounds great too.
Yeah. All right, okay, so let's look at the rest of this hero's attack, because that's kind of interesting.
Yes.
So as I was mentioning, we kind of have an infinite chain, but it's a little bit
Infinite
different this
chain confirmed.
time, right? Because normally when we have like something like Shaolin, you can do like light to heavy, light to heavy, light to heavy. But that's kind of
Ooh,
cool.
Lord.
But then we went, how do we take this a step further, right? And so what we came up with is every single option that you typically have. So light, heavy, zone, and bash work everywhere. So I can do light, but I can do light into a bash. I can do light into heavy.
Y'all know what I'm seeing? Okay, so this looked like.
Zone into a bash.
Y'all know what I'm seeing though? That's like really standing out. Them animations, baby. The animations are standing out.
Crazy
He
thing.
got unique animations, guys.
The rules for chaining for this hero is every time you do the same button or so the same type of action twice in a row, right? So if you do light, heavy, heavy, bash, bash, zone, zone, you go into a finisher. That's where you stop. The finishers typically are like a little
I still
stronger.
can't get over this Jaguar skin. Like, have y'all noticed they've been getting better and better with like the default skins of Outlanders? I wonder what the Viking skin is gonna look like.
Better stuff. So that's kind of interesting. And you can alternate them constantly. And each option that you have has different options. Like they have different properties and where we can go. So it's kind of like pushing some of the stuff we have a little bit more to the extreme and going into that, right? And so what's also interesting is that we really built this hero to be every single light attack is using the spear, and every single heavy attack uses the club. When we zone, sometimes it uses the club, sometimes like you can see the finisher uses both at the same time.
Okay, he
It's
got
cool there. So I know this like
two different direction zones. Okay, so the neutral zone comes from the left, chain zone comes from the right, just like Raider.
Not problems, but it's
But
challenging
different
for
animations, unique animations.
right? That really have that's different because it's the first time we have a hero that has two really, really distinct weapons, like real weapons, not like a shield and whatever. We have some characters that have like some hero like Peacekeeper that has like a dagger and a sword, but they're kind of similar and they're not used in the same way. So what kind of challenges you guys face when we're working on this?
If I may, if in a way it kind of focused animation because it was like a very direct way to see like, okay, well, heavy's always going to be the club and light's always going to be the spear. So in a way it focused a lot of our animation work. We were able to immediately discern and immediately make clear the animations were going to be light with the spear and all that. So that was good.
Another thing is that with the spear, we aim to have range, okay, with those pokes and things. And then with the club, we went more for the heaviness, feeling the body weight, feeling that power.
Yep.
And then
that's fresh animations, guys, and it looks real good.
About the chain, we went and took advantage of that inertia that the character was having, that momentum he was having, and we made a decision.
Look at this! Look at this! Oh my God! Bam! Bam! Hell yes!
Showing it right now.
Hell yes!
So sometimes you're spinning, sometimes you're not.
By the way, his chain zone is 18 freaking damage, guys. So don't get hit by that chain zone. You taking 18 damage. That's more than Warden Shoulder Bash punch. Warden Shoulder Bash deals like 15. Jormungandr Bash attacks deal like 10, 12 damage. They might nerf that in the future. I ain't even gonna lie. 18 bash damage, that's a little too much. But it is slow. Kind of slow.
So make sure that
normally with
there,
the
right?
club is when we spin, because we have a lot of strength, a lot of energy going on. And then with the spear, it's just we go for the range.
All right.
One of the big challenges I find we had for the openers and finishers was to everything chain together. So we had to really make sure that every blend was like perfect for that.
Yeah, the flow of the character was really important because we only had about 3 frames in order to make transitions between the one attack to the other one in chain. So to put all together with the endless possibilities, it was sort of a challenge.
Yeah,
But,
big challenge,
yeah. We wanted the player to have that feeling that he's never out of the chain.
That's cool. Yeah, because one of the things that like you're talking about, like having 3 frames for chains and stuff. Like, so if I can explain like in more gameplay terms. So
Yes, of course.
But it's essentially what we're talking about here is that we tried to make sure when we're designing this hero to have almost like a blender-like quality, right? We want you to when you're facing an Ocelotl that you're scared, and to have that sort of pressure and to make sure that you really felt that pressure. We made sure that the chain link timings were as short as possible. So often enough, when if you do a light into a heavy, you see it goes very, very, very fast into the next attack. You can delay them a little bit, of course, right, if you want, but you don't have to. And if you go really, really quick, you get that sense of pressure, of that constant aggression, and really feeling like you're in a blender, right? That's kind of what we're going for. So that's super, super interesting. But it does. That's like you were mentioning. It creates a lot of challenges in terms of, well, how do we make this look good? How do we make this feel good? But that's a definite big challenge. That's really cool. I'm happy you guys really pulled it off because it's a big thing. That's great.
And I also think it's cool, like when you look back and you hear kind of the narrative aspects of it that Ian and Raph talked about a bit. With this character and the story that was built for him. It really was like you made a very angry boy, right? Like he's very angry, right? And so you feel that a lot in.
There is something that I always say. Is that we have strong words here, strong feelings like fury or rage, whatever, brutal, vengeance. So he has a lot going on inside of him.
Comment down below. Who do you guys think is more full of rage, more incarnate of rage between the Berserker and the Ocelotl?
And our job is to translate.
That's a fast-ass forward dodge. That's going to take some getting used to. But at the same time, if you look at his spear, it's kind of like a mini spear, almost like a javelin, but shorter than a javelin. So it makes sense that it's that fast.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
That's great.
I like that. Tagline.
We had in our minds in every single attack, Jim and I, like Annalie, of course, she's not here. But we try to focus on that in order to make him strong. In the anticipation to build that energy, quick releases, and then during the recovery, like he gets again into balance. So,
really cool.
Awesome. They got Ubisoft again. His freaking thing disconnected.
All right, so let's keep going a little bit into the hero's like basic kit, right? So, like I was saying, every single light, like the neutral lights are 500 ms, like we normally have. Chain lights are all 400 ms. They tag people when you dodge after you do a heavy.
Kind of similar to Shaman's finisher light attack after she throws that unblockable attack, or her heavy fainter lights. That's kind of what they're going for.
Whatever. So again, a lot of pressure.
I still can't get over this Jaguar's pelt skin look, bro. He looks so good. He looks so good.
Light finishers are 400 as well. So if I go light into light, that's 400. I don't think anybody can react to these things. Like we've done some tests with some pro players. That's the thing.
We can. Sure.
Heavies, chains. So the chain heavies are 700 ms, really, really fast and with really quick chain link timings. Again, to keep up the pressure. Heavy finishers are unblockable
good
in every single stance. Big swings there.
I mean, looking at these swings, I'm curious about his hitbox. Like, is it as big as Magi's? I don't know.
Effort into like the camera angles and
they are my favorite attacks.
It's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah, they look really, really cool, right?
Made it so it was very, very heavy on all fronts.
Once again, really these are all unique animations, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot make this up. Like, kudos to the mocap team. Like, I give y'all a pat on the back. That's what I'm gonna give y'all.
They're quick.
He looking good so far, and he does a lot of decent damage, but it's not too concerning.
Heaviness, well,
a good character who hit pretty hard. I think he's a hybrid. They haven't discussed it, but you know, like all Outlanders, he might be a hybrid.
And then we have zone attacks, which are always armored. The opener one, like it gains armor a little bit later.
Hyper armored zone attacks. This is very good.
But when you go into chains, You get armor at first frame. They're a bit slower, but the idea there is like you're in a group fight, whatever. You typically want to use your zone attacks. So making them armor.
Wait. How much stamina is he using for these zone attacks?
The chains.
Oh,
you get
wow.
armor at first frame. They're a bit slower.
I can't really tell. They got their shit on regenerate. I can't tell how. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like
I can't tell how much his zones cost because chaining into zones are only worth it if like they don't take up all your stamina, you know?
Fight whatever, you typically want to use your zone attacks. So making them armor makes you harder to peel. That goes well. Heavy zone finishers as well. Like in these
it feels so good to just see those animations. Like those animations alone make me want to play the character. You get what I'm saying?
Super predictable. Again, you can use your armor to trade against dodge attacks against certain things. So that's great. And then we have bashes, right? So we also have an opener bash, so from front dodge into bash.
He got a bash, and it's a unique execution. I mean, not execution. It's a unique finisher. I love it.
One of the things that we'll see as we go towards this is that every single bash this hero has deals direct
that's
damage.
That's a 10 damage bash?
Confirmed damage afterwards, although getting in front of him a slide afterwards is... There's still ways to get out of it.
Yeah.
So the neutral bash, pretty simple. For 500 MS bash, off of front
10
dodge.
damage for neutral bash, okay.
So that works quite well. And we have the chain version that I'm going to go into here, which is slower.
18 damage for the chain version. That's the one you want to watch out for. I don't know if it's feintable.
But is feintable, right?
Dear God, it had to be feintable with as slow as that thing was going. It had to be. Sorry, guys. I'm in the background trying to clear something up. It had to be feintable. It had to be feintable.
Right? We've been doing a lot of feintable bashes. Especially in this hero, it's super scary. We've had some players that...
It was too slow not to be.
So
but honestly, that's deadly right there. Like
yeah,
an 18 damage bash, that's going to make me want to dodge. I ain't even going to lie. That's going to be perfect for like baiting out dodge attacks that are light parryable now. Pretty good, though. Pretty solid mix-up, though.
Well, and last but not least, we have the bash finisher.
Woo! What was that?
And last but not least, we have the bash finisher.
Oh, he crisscrossed with the war club and the spear, war sword and the spear, and that deals 22 damage. Wow. I would love to kill somebody like that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm talking about on the game. Like that. That would be awesome. When I make a montage of this character, you probably gonna see a lot of me killing them in these like unique animations with a bash and stuff. Just think of me punching somebody with a spear and killing them for 10 damage. I wonder if he got Haymaker though.
You have to make your read.
Obviously, they ain't gonna show the neutral feats. They're only gonna show his exclusives, which we haven't even gotten to yet. And this character's already amazing so far.
Because you cannot dodge after this if I throw a light. So it's again like a lot of that pressure and that build up there into going to what am I gonna do? What's my opponent gonna do? What is the Ocelotl gonna do against me? And it's super scary. And with those bashes too, like we have like really unique animations here. Like everything's super different. I can go into this one where you do a big pummel strike. The finisher has kind of cross cut there. So what kind of inspiration you guys take for these types of things?
Oh, at first all the bashes were pummel strikes. I believe the opener was the right side, and then for the in chain we had the pummel strike from the spear. At a certain point, we're like, these are all pummel strikes. So JC had the great idea of making the scissor move, which I found really great. And it's a really vicious move.
Unique animations, bro. Thank you, goodness.
Daniel was saying the rage of the character through that move. Fantastic.
So fresh, so refreshing.
So,
refreshing.
So outside of this, we have dodge attacks. They're all on lights. They don't have massive trajectories. Again, you have to have like some downsides to the hero, but also like it feels really natural to have quick dodge attacks with this.
Okay, so that's Valk's animations, but hey, I'll take it. It looks good. It looks faster too.
Jump here in a bit of distance. That's pretty cool.
And once again, this is the second hero in the game with a spear. So it would make sense if they share animations and use a spear like a spear and poke people with it, you know?
But there's one more little thing I think that we haven't done.
Oh yes,
Right?
that's very
Yes.
true.
That's quite different with this hero.
Go
So
ahead.
one of the things that we really want to feel, because we have all of this, right? We have the feat set that we're also going
Yeah,
to talk
yeah.
afterwards. But one of the core aspects is the hunting, the stalking, right? And so as we were developing,
Yeah,
the
that's
hero
what
more,
he themed around, a hunter, a stalker, but Jaguar, but the Ocelotls were warriors. They were soldiers, essentially.
more.
Now, of
More
course,
like,
they hunted whenever they went on campaigns.
we're kind of missing that aspect a little bit. So we ended up creating a new kind of stalker stance, prowl stance. You access it by holding down on the right stick, and you go into this, right? So
New
when you are
stance.
in this stance, there's a couple of things. First of all, you can't block.
All right, just like hidden stance, you can't block, but unlike hidden stance, you definitely can move.
So it's really not meant to be like something defensive, even though like it's not super visible. But when you go into it, you get you do get a little bit of dodge range. Kind of like with Nobushi. It's the same thing
So
that
you can use it to dodge. You can use the stance to dodge attacks.
Nobushi, so you can dodge attacks with it.
Yeah.
So
I
it
like
works quite
it.
well.
But it
And then
don't
the
really
oth-
look like an invasive move. I'm not gonna lie. But who
thing that's
knows? Who knows?
Interesting here is that you actually walk faster when you are in this stance than when you're not. So an example, if I'm strafing to the right here, you see like the speed I'm going at. But when I'm in that prowl stance, I'm going much faster. Faster front, faster back,
Yep.
faster everything. So the idea here is that we really want people to be able to use this stance to kind of like be, there's a group fight happening. I'm hunting my prey. What am I going to do? And you get there. So when you are in
Yep.
this stance, you have one single attack that you can perform with the heavy button, which is this.
Woo! No, 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 no. Go back, go back. Give
Single
it.
attack that you
Look at that range. That's more range than Shaman. Look at this.
with the heavy.
Bam!
So when you perform it, you jump forward, leap by quite a bit.
And it's only 8 damage, thank goodness.
And
But
if your
it does chain. I think it chains into his infinite.
connects, right? You can use from really far. You get into a bit of a pin. The club gets embedded in the opponent, slice it off. So really, really good. This acts as a heavy, so you can do your heavy chains afterwards. It's a heavy opener, like what we have as a heavy openers, and it's super effective. It's not the best tool in 1v1. I can warn people right away. It's not meant-
Obviously, because like I can see you getting into the stance. So I know when you're, and like I'm not getting attacked by anything else. So it's like, I know when you're about to attack me. Come on.
to be used as a 1v1 tool, but it's excellent at peeling, right? So if you're again,
Yeah, if you low on health, you want to pin an opponent down. I wonder if while he's pinned down and another person, I wonder how this is gonna work as a gank tool. I kind of see this as a gank tool. Somebody not looking, you catch them off guard, you pin them, and somebody do like a top heavy. Ooh, that's gonna be that actually work as a great gank tool. Not gonna lie. Okay.
far in a group fight, you might be off screen. People don't really see you too much. You get into it, and then you see an opening. Boom, you go, you strike. Works super well. It's not feintable or anything, but it's really. So you have
He
to commit
smacks
to
the
it.
shit out of his opponents. I'm just gonna straight. It's gonna be fun using his character. He smacked the absolute shit out of his opponents, man.
But it feels really good.
This happened a lot in tests too, just so people know. We were like testing it out. You'd be just playing a Dominion game, then suddenly this just Ocelotl comes flying in from off screen. You're like, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But what's also cool here is that
Sorry, guys. I gotta get rid of these terrible, terrible graphics.
there
we go, much better.
A lot of work
Much
from
better.
animation. So you want to walk us through a little bit, like
Yes.
what goes into making that sort of stance there?
Okay, first of all, the stance, the character is a little bit low. We can say that.
Plie, which is bent knees. That's not an Aztec word. That's what we use when we dance. We call it plie because that's what dancers use.
And he's not static in that stance. So, which means we had to go to mocap and record a whole navigation like that.
Yeah.
The mocap actors did an amazing job. So, shout out. They did
I love this
amazing.
stance because, like, not only like with a Jaguar stance, it's like a pounce attack, right? With Jaguars, they stay low, stay in the shadows, and then
Yeah.
And
Back is-
And then-
back and legs, I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
So
He's gonna
That
be
yeah.
gonna be feeling it for sure.
yeah.
So-
I'm waiting for the cue.
Yeah.
I remember we shot it.
Oh,
I
and
think on
they
a
stay low and then they before they pounce. So a jaguar would stay low before they pounce. A eagle kind of pounces. It's kind of cool because it's like a air attack. So when you get an eagle warrior, you know you can do this a lot. I'm definitely gonna be doing this a lot with an eagle warrior, just being thematic. And with the snake warrior, it's like a lightning attack. You know, snakes got that whoopsh, faster than the speed of light kind of thing. So yeah.
Monday. And the Tuesday, the guys came back in, and they like you saw they were hurting. It was obvious. They're very very professionally trained, like stuntmen. They're amazing. They're really good
Has
people.
to
They're doing an
stop,
amazing job.
continue.
It's still
Yeah.
very like it's
Yeah.
hard.
An amazing job there.
Was it tough to go and convince the mocap actors? Like, hey, so we just kind of need you to crouch for the next like
Exactly.
2 hours.
Crouch a little bit more.
Just walk
And
everywhere.
can we
you
repeat
know?
this?
Crouch better, you know?
We can always modify it like with
Yeah.
our software, but it takes longer. So when we have like really good data, it's everything. We can put everything together like
Yeah.
faster.
Nice.
Yeah.
And for the attack, I would say that the challenge here.
Yep, just like a jaguar, you pounce, take a good little chunk, and then fall back.
Always exaggerate poses.
I really
And
want to
what's
kill
their-
people with this animation and the bash animation too. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this character. I'm absolutely spending $8 for him. Like he's worth it.
Range that he's covering there. So the challenge was to keep it not cartoon, right?
Yeah.
To give the level of to make it realistic, and as much as it fits the For Honor universe.
Yeah. And so one thing that people that like you haven't been at mocap, it's kind of interesting. Kind of talk about whenever we actually do mocap, when we do navigation, when we're moving around, like asking the actors or stuntmen to really go and we have to walk, run in different like directions, do figure eights, all sorts of stuff, so we can get like, every single movement, how the legs are placed, how that stuff works. So it's a lot of work, it's a lot of stuff, and it's
Absolutely see it in the final results.
all right.
Yeah, kudos.
So we've looked at this. Let's look at
Oh, here we go.
Right.
Here we go.
Spin attack wall.
Go ahead.
Do it again.
Smack the taste out.
I can do it. And
I love
He flipped the
only has one reuse animation. Everything else, from what I can tell, looks solidly unique.
Yeah, we were trying like,
Man, it was
minutes.
heavy.
It's rough.
Outside.
Yeah,
I don't know how the
That's-
actors
that's
did it.
pretty cool. Okay, so Jimmy, if you want to remove your infinite health,
Yes.
All right, skipping ahead.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
you shouldn't try something.
It really just demonstrates the blender. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Get them off. Pretty brutal,
Oh yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna give that one
Yeah.
an 8 out of 10.
So let's do this again. We're gonna go through all 4 of them. So
Execution 2.
Just never stop pressing buttons. All right, then you
and
go.
like this one, I love. Clearly, right now we're on screen, so
That's it, decapitate though, because it looked like it decapitates. But honestly, I love that. I'm gonna give that one a 8 out of 10 as well. Number 2, 8 out of 10. 2 8 out of 10s. All right. Execution number 3. That's his fast one.
bit faster execution, right?
I don't know if that decapitates because they got blood and everything deactivated. So we'll see when the hero drops next week. But I'm gonna give that one a 6 out of 10.
Last but not least.
Execution number 4.
Alright. There we go.
Oh!
Yeah.
Fall right on this.
Oh,
my
that's 10 out of
That's what
10.
we did at mocap, right? We had one guy. like jump like that and fall into the spear and
Yeah, for
Not
real.
into the
We
spirit.
lost an actor
I went
that
to
day.
the
It was really
hospital
sad.
afterwards, but I mean,
But we got the shot.
We got the
That's
shot,
what we
right?
did.
So
We
that's
got
good.
the shot.
All right, okay. So now we've gone through the entire fight kit.
All right.
So let's prep
Ladies and gentlemen,
quick-
that was the move set, but we ain't done yet. We gonna go on to feats. Here we go.
feats. First 3 are passive. The last one is active. So we'll go for the first one because I think it's the crazier one, right? So, Jimmy, if you wouldn't mind killing me, please.
By the way, Chad, if you're not sitting down,
Just like, okay. So oh no, I died. Run around the map, go anywhere you respawn, wherever you like, as long as you're not supposed to enemies or allies, or here, respawn here, right? Backcapping, super crazy.
That every in their heads out. They ain't gonna know. This means that when you play Dominion, I don't play Dominion. I play Breach, so this ain't gonna do diddly swat for me. I'm a Breach main, but when playing Dominion, players are really gonna have that one person,
So
guard in zone A, because if you got somebody's guard in zone A, he has to go back to his home point. Or he'll have to just stay outside zone A until he heal. But that's the trade-off is in order for him to get his full HP back, he gotta stay dead for like a long time. Because the regeneration is really slow. Yep.
the first feat really is
Also,
about
the
reposition.
opponent cannot see you.
We'll do it
Your
again
body
just to make sure that
vanishes,
there's
and
a
the
couple more
opponent
things to
cannot
talk
see
about,
you
but
in ghost
essentially-
form.
It's around the concept of life and death, especially for these warriors, is whenever you end up perishing and dying, you get back up and you can position yourself. So you can kill me again if you like.
I've never played
great.
Jason.
I
just
love-
if you want.
If you want, otherwise you don't have to. But yeah. So another thing that's important to see here is that the feat always activates. There is no cooldown.
Yeah, this gonna be that feat that everybody's like, this is BS. So they got on short respawns and they got the
Again,
feats
you
on
can-
fast
this always
cooldown. Like,
happens.
but this feat doesn't have a cooldown. So
When you get back up, your health is really low, and it slowly goes back.
Yeah, you can see it
regenerates
regenerating, yeah.
slowly over time. So we really want to do this for balancing purposes, so that we had some tests that we did, and we had versions where you were at full health and you got back up.
Oh, I
right?
remember those days.
Yeah.
Right? There were versions where,
Remember
like,
those
started
days.
like at halfway and it was up.
Just
You can see it's like it's rather slow right now, and that's really on purpose. Because we don't want you to be able to just.
and then there's no
you die in front of
cooldown.
somebody and you get right back.
There's no
up, full
cooldown
health.
to the first feat.
They're not healed
Ladies
up.
and gentlemen, there's no cooldown to spirit form.
It's
Exactly.
gonna destroy them. They go through the blender, surprise, so that's really cool. The other important thing here is that you see there's like respawn in how many seconds. You have a
So you
minute
can't
to choose
respawn in
to
somebody's
respawn.
face.
If you're too close to enemies against you, you can't respawn here. If the timer expires, you respawn back at your home point. So you really have to, like, kind of
God.
respawn wherever you like there. And it's super good, right? So if whenever you get killed or whatever, you can go, you can back cap, you can look at the battlefield, see what's going on. Maybe spawn, you see a group fight, like, okay, I'm gonna go help my ally. You go respawn a little bit out of it, go into this, help out your opponent, help out your ally rather. So that it's pretty cool, right? There's a lot of good stuff there that works. Really
I think it's also important to mention there that even though you're seeing JC's perspective here and you get the cool silhouette as you're running around in that form, your opponents cannot
Can't
see you.
Yeah, right. Like if you wanna, like you can
Yeah.
do it again. Well, actually, I'll
Please kill me. A fun
It's a
fact
brutal
about,
stream today, guys.
Fun fact about this feat: we had a lot of
Yep, that's what happens.
for the feat 1 revive animations. They turned out to be way too long, so it was very ethereal. The actors were moving around and revive, but for the sake of gameplay, we had to cut a lot of those animations out.
So right now, Jimmy's somewhere. I have no idea where he is.
He's
Where?
somewhere.
He's somewhere. I don't know where he is. Like he might respawn in my face.
But it looked like this feat is only
my home
designed for Dominion.
I have no idea.
But at the same time, I'm a little confused because here's the thing. If I don't execute the hero, he'll come back in like the next 30 seconds. But what happens when 2 teams are breaking and I'm fighting 4 Ocelotls? What happens when 2 teams are breaking on Dominion and I don't have time to execute all 4 Ocelotls? They just keep dying and they stick alive long enough for the other to come back, and now he dead. He's staying alive long enough for the other one to come back. Yeah, that feat's gonna get some changes.
Not know where he's going to respawn, and then I'm like, where is he? Where is he?
He's
your
getting.
point.
He's
Oh no, he's there. He's capping, right? So that's kind of like a big part of this feature.
Don't get me wrong. Any
man.
4 stack,
It's very, very
any
unique,
4 stack is
very
pretty.
different. We've never even.
It's
tried
pretty
that.
terrible to fight
I
against.
know
But
our
dude, this probably worse than Warmonger 4 stack, to be honest. Because that's basically an auto revive.
having a field day. So, yeah, we're gonna start to look at doing stuff when and moving around when you're dead and see how that goes. They didn't like us, but in the end they did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Everybody worked together, so it was great. Okay, so let's go to the other 2 feats because we don't have infinite time here. So the second feat is kind of like Aztec Killer Deterrent, right? So that's
I like it. I like it.
that's how I like to put it,
I
right?
think we should change the name. and
Right?
get-
Yeah. So what it does is when you kill an ocelotl. So you see on top of my head, I have a little marker, and I also have a buff and a debuff. The buff is for the 3rd feat, but the debuff is on me. So essentially, when you kill an ocelotl, you get revealed on the map, and you get a defense debuff.
So
15 seconds.
the
So
second
it's not
the
really
second
necessarily
feat
like a buff for your
is
opponent
a
that they're-
debuff. If you kill me as an ocelotl, you get a debuff. Kind of like well, it's a Viking feat. Where they reveal your location. I forgot what it's called. They reveal your location and you get low defense and low stamina. Low defense, essentially. That's what that is. If you kill me, you're gonna debuff yourself. What? I just realized what that means. If I kill Ocelotl, not only will he come back, with a little bit of health, or have the potential to come back in close proximity to me with a little bit of health, but you saying I'm gonna get debuffed in the process?
They're going to be able to see you, the one you killed specifically, but it's also to kind of like deter people from focusing on this hero too much, because if you end up killing an ocelotl in a group fight, you're probably going to die after.
If that
You get a
debuff is
significant
as
debuff.
prominent as
You gotta be
Chillin'
scared of
Stereo's,
so that's kind
Kensei
of
Sack
interesting
Tier
here.
2, then yeah, that's gonna mean a lot of trouble.
We really want to make sure that, like, again, the feet stay with life and death. And
I
what
don't know.
happens
I don't know if I like
when you kill
that.
an ocelotl and what happens
But,
when you
listen,
get killed.
Ocelotl is a Jaguar warrior. Those
So
should
the
have been
next
like
time when
some
I kill
pounce
when I
attacks or
kill
something like that.
any
This
hero-
is like God type of stuff. Playing like reviving and unreviving, and then if you kill me, you get like this debuff. And that's a passive feat. That means like the debuff could possibly last forever.
right here. So 3rd feat activates. So the 3rd feat is whenever you kill an enemy, execution, whatever, you gain.
So it's
a
like
speed
bloodlust,
boost
but you
and
get speed
an
boost.
attack
Okay.
buff. So again, it's like really, really strong. You get into a group fight, you kill somebody, it's gonna be easier to kill other people in that group.
Nice.
So again, with that life and death stuff, you manage to kill your prey, you get pumped up, you go, yeah, all right, cool, I'm gonna be able to do more stuff, and you kill them. So that's really, really good. Again, short cooldowns on those are passive. They pretty much trigger every single time you either die or kill somebody. That works really good.
Nice.
And then last but not least is feat 4. So for feat 4, we're trying to do something a little bit different here. Vanessa, when we started working on this series, the legendary Vanessa, really, really, really wanted to go, you know what, we have like this big spear. I want to throw it.
Oh! Get over here! Let's go.
Get the opponent back to you.
Get over here is back, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all thought y'all could get rid of it that easily with Shinobi. Guess what? It's back. And boy, oh boy, does that do a lot of bleed damage. And that's a free guard break. They brought it back, ladies and gentlemen. They brought it back, but it's a tier feat. It's a 4th feat now. It's a 4th feat now.
Jimmy's gonna perish, unfortunately, but it's okay.
Due to the other fact of that.
What happens is when you throw that spear, the cooldown also we're on like super fast feet, so don't worry about it. The cooldown, this is not the action.
It's okay, chat. It's okay.
Okay, right?
Now don't forget, this is a bit of a projectile. It can be dodged. But this is absolutely Scorpion's get over here. I don't know where the rope aspect comes from. I'm not really seeing him wear one around his arms, but I don't know.
Pull an opponent towards you, and then you get into a guard break position, which means you can throw somebody, or you get another free heavy afterwards. But when I say throw somebody, you know, you can kind of. Oh no, there's a ledge here. What's gonna
where
happen?
can you throw somebody?
You're gonna see where the
he's gonna die again.
Cool down.
Anticipation.
He's not gonna die before I throw him. So let's do this.
I Ubisoft again, but I don't really know how much damage that deal because he's spawning back with no health. So I don't want y'all thinking this feat is broken, but we don't know. I know it's definitely gonna do a lot of bleed damage. So, but then again, like if you Griffin and you got feats, then you can kind of heal after they do. I don't know about this one. Cause like, I kind of wish he just threw the spear and did massive bleed damage, but that could be easily negated out by any of Griffin's feats, healing feats, and by Second Wind, and by Stalwart Banner. So I don't know. This kind of works, cause you get some form of guaranteed damage. That means that like if you Scorpion whip somebody and pull them towards you, and they partner drop like a Stalwart Banner to prevent them from bleeding out, you can get that free heavy, and you know you can still get some damage off of it. So yes, it has its up and downs.
Almost there, right?
We missed
it. Trust me, it works. Not every single time, but it works. So you have to be careful. You have to be really close to the ledges. But that's the type of thing you can expect, right? So you can use it to do a lot of different things. If there's any obstacles between you and the target you're pulling, like once you've hit them, if you pull them towards you, they're going to get stopped. So you can't just like pull somebody through allies or enemies or whatever. So you still have to be careful when you use it. But it's amazing. It's a projectile. So again, in group fights, you know, you're external, you throw it.
Oh my God! But it is a tier 4, and tier 4 are the ones that's supposed to instant kill. So this is not in any way overpowered, guys. Just letting y'all know. Because when you think about it, it's a tier 4 feat. Look at Hidokiri's tier 4 feat. That feat instant kills. Look at Highlander's tier 4 Spear Storm. That feat instant kills, okay? Look at Warmonger's tier 4. That feat can instant kill, you know, and especially in group fights. So when you have feats like that in the game, this is actually pretty fair for the new guy. If you look, it's way better than a Fierce tier 4 feat. Bouncing around shields, giving massive debuff and dealing a decent damage, but it doesn't auto kill. Like tier 4s are kind of supposed to be the auto kill type of feat. So I'm very okay with this.
good fact, honestly.
And was that
And
tough
look
to
at
do
Pirate
for,
tier
for, you know,
4 feet,
kinda
like he can
the
lay down a
forcing
bombardment
them
that
and
can
dragging
actually
and, like,
kill.
right. Was that a little tough?
Medjai's tier 4 feet, kind of, because he does two different stances, and like they do two different things based on his stance, it kind of like balanced out. It doesn't insta kill, but honestly it could, especially in dual axe mode. The 4 feet can definitely insta kill dual axe mode. Your opponent just gotta not have full health. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know what this does when you have full health, because he keep respawning with like 25% of his health.
That feat wasn't an easy feat.
Right? Yeah.
So we had a precedent before with other characters to do sort of a grappling thing. So we based ourselves of that for this feat, and we used a similar system with the graps where we had first an animation for the grappling itself, then we needed a loop to
Show it
for
to me
the target
again.
to reach the opponent. Once that loop was done, we also needed another. In addition, we
Dude,
did
this is Scorpion 100%.
draw
Get
back.
over
And after
here!
that, we branched into the dart.
And the bleed
was,
is 8
in addition,
damage
we did,
bleeds.
by
They
the
might
end of
nerf
this-
that
They got
to
it.
4 damage
there you go.
bleeds in the
Sorry.
future, but you gonna bleed out real fast. But keep in mind, this is a tier 4 feat, guys. It's meant to do like this much damage. I don't want people thinking. I feel like the community is definitely gonna be pretty split. They gonna say all his feats broke except for the 3rd feat. The first 2 feats I get. I definitely get it, especially the first feat. 4th feat, 4th feat is good. 4th and 3rd feats are good, but the first 2 feats, I don't know. I get debuff every time I kill an Ocelotl. Like, and that's passive too. Like if it was an active feat, I don't mind, but it's passive though. Like
Yeah.
it's consistently active.
So all these systems work together.
It's
to make,
more the
this
technical
complete.
side. I
But
would
I'm
say.
glad he
Yeah,
got
that's the
like
pretty
a. I
technical
like
side of
it.
Animation
Too, because
wise,
it is a new animation.
relatively
Like
simple.
I was hoping, that's what I want them to start doing with like newer characters when they introduce them. Give them a feat that gives them a special animation, like Hitokiri's does, you know, or like what Pirate does when he pulls out a hand cannon, you know, or like what Medjai does when he actually throws both his weapons, you know. Like I like those types of animations.
It was more the technical side that was a challenge.
Yeah, because we have to like sync with VFX as well, have the rope, all
right.
that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
All that stuff is built through like VFX systems, so it's really
Get over here,
Yeah, at the
baby.
end of the
Let's
day, you can
go.
describe your
And ladies and
plan, get it over
gentlemen,
here, and then,
that
do
is the
something else.
Ocelotl that we will be having fun with next week. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't tell me what you guys think about this hero, because I already seen it in people's streams. They think it's OP. That's always a first response to the For Honor community when a new hero come out. OP, 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 OP. But really, his moveset is very solid. Love all the new animations. His feats. The first and second one are what I can agree with the community on. That they need some tweaking. Third and get over here feat. Hell yes, I'm all down for it. I'm all down for it. I'm always down for it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Ocelotl. I love his armor. I love his weapons. I love his moveset. And he got get over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is definitely like my favorite Outlander currently. Definitely completely overshadows Saphira. Medjai, though, I don't know if he'll overshadow Medjai. Medjai is like the strongest character in 4s currently. Pirate definitely overshadows Pirate. So, yeah, I like this. My predictions for the next Outlander, now that they got the Mexican out the way, or the Aztec, if you want to be blunt, I'm hoping that they do, I'm absolutely certain they're going to do a Greek hoplite. I'm absolutely certain that's going to be the next Outlander. After they do that, I hope for them to do a Native American, with that being an Apache or a Comanche. Specifically a Comanche, because what I kind of want them to do, give the Comanche a solid move set. Of course, he going to have his own bow and arrow and stuff, but also his 4th feat, the Comanche's 4th feat, would be like him actually summoning a horse and being able to ride a horse and kind of like control zone B, or in breach he kind of guards the ram with that horse, and he can have the horse for a limited time before the horse goes away and before he can recard it, because the Comanche were like the horse lords of Native Americans. So it would be very cool. Or they can do an Apache that's really, really good at fighting, an Apache. But that's what I would like the next two Outlanders to be. But the next hero we're getting after the Ocelotl will be a Viking hero, finally, after like 4 years. The last Viking hero was Jormungandr, and I'm ready for it. But I'm more than ready for this hero already in December. Definitely, not December, but this hero comes out next week for $8, and then the week after that, he comes out for Steel. I'm buying this character. He's worth $8. His fashion's worth more than $8. His moveset's worth more than $8. The feat's worth more than $8. His armor set's worth more than $8. I think I already said that, but I don't know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it right here. I know this was a long, long video, but I wanted to get it all in one instead of just record, stop, record, stop, record, stop. I wanted to get it all in one video. So thank y'all for stopping by. Leave a like, subscribe if you have not. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.